Now, the moment that God deposited Christ in Jesus, the presence of Jesus enhanced the value, the presence of Christ enhanced the value of Jesus. And then took Jesus from the time of man and brought him into the time of God and made him limitless. Now, why was it possible? Because John chapter 3:31, Jesus became heavenly being. He is heavenly being. And then what he did was to enhance the value of Jesus and transform his person. I said to hence and transform the personality of Jesus. Transform the person of Jesus totally. Now there's something I want you to know that Jesus did for Christ. To empower Christ. Something he did. I would like you to hear this. There is no great life that can be blind. So the first thing Jesus did, Christ did for Jesus, was to open the eyes of Jesus. He opened the eyes, because you see, it is through the opening of the eyes of Jesus that he enlightened Jesus. Now when he enlightened Jesus, he clothed, that enlightenment clothed Jesus with divinity. I said the what? Clothed Jesus with divinity. The enlightenment clothed Jesus with divinity of Christ, and then brought him to the realm of God. What the Bible calls Ephesians chapter 2, 5, and 6 as heavenly places. What Romans chapter 8:34 called the right hand of the majesty on earth. And then please, I would like you to look up. Let me help you with something. Let me help you with something that I've never told you before. Before Jesus could win Satan, Christ made him powerful by guiding him correctly. I said, for Jesus to win the devil, in chapter 2:14 of Hebrews, Christ guided him. Did what? To do what? Christ guided him to empower him. Now what I want you to know, that all guided lives are empowered lives. To be confused is to be powerless. To follow wrong direction in life is to march towards death without knowing. It is not possible to arrive to an important place without following a path. Wherever problem lasted, confusion reigned for a long time. 29:18 of the book of Proverbs, the Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. The word perish is synonymous to waste, valueless. You can say, where there is no direction. Where there is no direction, nothing great can happen. Now, if you want to know somebody's destiny, you check his direction. There must be a compass. Because it is in compass that you are saved. I said this. In 47, read it. Of 45:7 of the book of, don't worry about reading, Genesis. Joseph said, God sent me to preserve you, a posterity. That is, he preserved them by a compass, direction, vision. Dreamer. He was a dreamer. He said, we were keeping sheep, and my own rose, and your own also rose. He said, but my own stood upright. Then your own made of presence. If a young man's life is definite and protected, why will he be small? From time. All the people that are small, distraction, we always make them to settle with stupidity. It is settling down for something, settling down easily. moving out of destruction, moving out of path. Of course, they don't move. They don't have direction already. They don't have direction now. They don't have
Direction.
if they don't have direction, they can meddle with anything. Now that direction they don't have, means they are useless. That they will enter into problem. So they settle. So whatever that come their way, they settle. Whatever that come their way, they settle. Whatever that come their way, they give themselves to eat. And then they keep giving themselves to eat. They keep on wasting their life. You see, because if they keep on giving to eat, they keep on swindling towards the left, they keep on moving towards right, they keep on moving like this, and then the years are going. The years are going and they are not yet stable because they don't have any place they are going. If I see the way you spend money, the way you spend your time, the type of book you read, and what concerns you, I know where you will land. You don't teach it, you leave it out. I want to ask you a question. The people that met Joseph in Egypt, where were they when Joseph was in Potiphar's house? Were they not somewhere? Huh? When Joseph was in prison, were they not somewhere?
Somewhere.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
That time Joseph got to Egypt before, were they not somewhere? Huh? Were they not? Was it not like they were busy?
Yes, sir.
Were they not like busy?
Very busy.
So if they were busy, why did their life end in hunger? Eventually. Some people like it is being busy that matters. It just run up and down. You want to be busy, you want to invest your life on something in the wrong way, in a way you will not recover it. Because in the name of being busy. If your life, if you have direction in life, your life will be very important to you. I tell you. You will see yourself from the binocular of direction now. You will look at yourself in the mirror like this. You know that you won't joke with yourself. I said because if you joke with yourself, then you've not seen anything clearly. Why Joseph did not settle with Potiphar's wife? Because you know he's going to be a prime minister. You know it. Excuse me. You know why I don't do prophecy? Prophecy cannot take you far now. What will take you far is what you're seeing. And not only what you're seeing, what you have power to stay with. There are some things, some of us who know me, I tell you something, I will tell someone, I say, all the days of my life, I will be like this. How do I know? There are people that fluctuate up and down. And when I tell you that I will be like this, when you see me 5 years to come, I'm still like this. If I can't be like this, then I shouldn't be around. Because you see, my life has already ended in where I'm going. So I'm not looking for it. I said I've done what? That place I'm going to, I've already ended it there. So I don't have another place to go. When I was in Canada, I know I will go. I came into Lagos, went to school, I know I will come here. Now I'm here, I won't go anywhere. It's as simple as that. The major city you always find me on earth is Galilee and where? Here, Lagos. And Lagos, I won't go anywhere, Island though. So have I been able to bless you? The value that the man Jesus used in conquering Satan was harvested by Christ. Because paying attention, the attention Christ made Jesus to give himself was what made him to keep the value. He kept the value and used it. He took the value from himself. It wasn't like God helped him. No, God didn't help Jesus. There was no God didn't help. What happened is that Christ told Jesus to keep himself. And then Christ was there to keep Jesus, to get the best from him, Jesus. And then he got the best from him, which is different from John. Throughout the 30 years of Jesus, he was working hard on getting the best from himself. That is different from purpose. This is self-harvest. Because he know that what he will use to win the devil must come from him. So he was getting it from himself. Listen, when the spirit of vision must tell you who you are, what you are born for, and tell you to get whatever you need from yourself. All this spirit I'm talking about is not common to Africa. What is here is merchandise. Senselessness. People who lose their patience for things. I am here preaching, and somebody said he is busy in Cotonou. You will come back. If whatever they are doing everywhere is superior to this, then I have lied all my life. Confusion will be superior to what? Jesus was busy with Christ was busy with Jesus. He produced the best man that ever lived. It wasn't God that helped him. It was that a man had visionary sight enough to make him to know that what matters is himself. That even when he was nude, he was still king of kings and lord of lords. I said when he was. I said when he was. Now, Christ paid so much attention to the man Jesus. Until the man Jesus developed a confidence that can make him conquer death. Just like somebody. The more I pay attention to myself, the more I develop confidence from looking. And somebody said, how do I have it? I said, from looking. Attention makes me bold. Because the more I look at myself, the more I get rich value from myself. The more I see rich value from myself, the more I see how small Satan is. The more things doesn't make meaning to. Why am I satisfied? The man with the value to house the Lion of Judah. The man with the value. The earth needs the high quality of man. The earth needs the high quality of man. I'm already teaching on it. The man with the value to house the Lion of Judah. The man with the to house. Now, I would like you to listen. Ask yourself a question. What spirit are you housing? The spirit you are housing is why you're behaving the way you're behaving. And that is your quality. The capital job of all great men on earth is to house great spirits. When Jesus housed Christ, he became the best man that ever lived. It wasn't money that he had. It wasn't that he built a house. He housed a powerful spirit. Very powerful spirit. You see, in chapter 10:5 of Hebrews, he had quality to house him. That's what I'm saying.